He's a peculiar man. I might even say he has principles that transcend money or drugs or anything like that.
This
Not
is
like you.
Dana White and how he would rank UFC fighters based on his psychology, because he's kind of a businessman, but he also has other emotional needs, it seems. And he tends to prefer younger guys, he tends to prefer guys that go hard like Mexicans. And I think we've made a couple of good episodes already as we continue with this featherweight edition. Check out the other editions currently available. We start off with Alexander Volkanovski. I think he's S rank for Dana White because he's Australian. Dana White loves tapping into new markets. I mean, it's not really a new market, Australia. Obviously, it's a big market there. He loves tapping into the big markets, right? And Alexander is like a highly coveted person in general, like throughout the world, honestly, not just in Australia, although he's huge there, right? As well as New Zealand, kind of the same. Next up, we have Movsar Evloev. I would say Dana thinks of him more around the A tier because of his performances. He's not a super hard finisher, right? Movsar Evloev. Let me see. I'm gonna Google him just real quick and check out his prior stats here. He had decision to Aljamain Sterling in December of 2024. Arnold Allen, that's a good win. Diego Lopez, who just fought last night and beat up Gene Silva. Yeah, I mean, I would think Dana at this moment in time, he still would keep him around the A tier because he's not that big of a name. Like he doesn't have a huge following. He's from Russia, but like I don't think anybody really even knows who he is, honestly. It's kind of weird because he's very good. Next up, we have Diego Lopez. He puts him up at S tier. He let Diego headline. Was it only once? Noche UFC. And then the last year, I don't remember. But anyway, he's like always like around the top of the card, right? And Dana likes guys that fight like him, like very. I wouldn't say very aggressive, but aggressive enough, and he wins. He wins a lot. And then we have Yair Rodriguez. Boom. D tier. Why? Because Dana doesn't like him. Several years ago, and Dana has a long memory. He's a petty man. He has a long memory. And he does not like Yair as much as he might say out loud. I don't know why people think I don't like Yair. Bro, we know you don't like him. But, they had that whole spat back in the day, and I feel like he would be way down here, just like Henry Cejudo was in the Bantamweight edition. Yair Rodriguez is down at the bottom of this list simply because of Dana's emotions. And understandably, I guess. I don't know. I don't really know what happened fully, and it's been several years, so I'm never going to remember that crap. Next up, we have Lerone Murphy. He puts Lerone basically up here with Movsar, I would say. That's Lerone, right? Yeah, that's Lerone. Okay, cool. Yep, Lerone Murphy, he just knocked out Aaron Pico not too long ago. I called that pick. It was amazing. Loved it. Next up, we have Aljamain Sterling. He's never really liked Aljamain, but he definitely likes Aljamain more than Yair Rodriguez. So he's going to go to C tier. And yeah, I don't think I have to explain too much more on that. Arnold Allen for him is S tier because he's a young, scrappy kid that's mostly winning, and when he loses, it's like to the best, like Max Holloway and Movsar, right? But he would still put him up here because of where he's from. The market is good in the UK, and I guess like just personality wise and being able to draw more eyes. That's Arnold Allen. Like he definitely draws more than Movsar. For sure, 100%, like especially in terms of money, because it's not always just about the view. Not every view is equal. People don't seem to understand that. Views are not all equal. It's about what you get out of that view. And you would get a lot more from Arnold Allen, right now at least, than Movsar. Next up, we have Brian Ortega. I don't think he likes him too much, but he definitely likes him more than Aljamain. And he's kind of B tier because he's always flip-flopping wins and losses, and like Doesn't he like have trouble with weight? I don't think he missed weight actually. Did he? I don't know. But he has trouble with the weight, and it's kind of a known thing. So, like Dana doesn't like that stuff. He likes when fighters make weight, and he does not want people like Brian Ortega always struggling with weight cutting. He doesn't like that stuff. Then we have, what's this guy's name again? He's on, I think he's doing an AMA on Twitter right now, or on Reddit, not Twitter. Josh Emmett. I know all these guys' names, but there's a thing I call it streamer brain. When I'm streaming or creating a video like this, I do it all in one take, so it's like sometimes your brain just doesn't access the information it needs. That's why I'm forgetful, even though I know all their names. Josh Emmett, he would put him up to A tier because Josh Emmett wins a lot and he's very powerful. He's a fairly aggressive fighter. He likes aggression, and like he doesn't give him too much trouble. His pay grade's probably not anything crazy either, and he puts on good performances. So Dana would put him up at A tier. And in the order, actually, Lerone will be here. Yeah, this order. Well, no, there. Actually, Volk would be like at the back end of S tier compared to Diego, in my opinion. Well, maybe it's hard between these two, something like that. Now we have Youssef Zalal. He would be, well, maybe not D tier, C tier, above Aljamain though. There you go. Because, like, if you ask Dana White, hey, what do you think about Youssef Zalal's next fight? He'll be like, what did he say? He'd just pretend like he's not hearing because he doesn't know who the heck they're talking about. And then he's going to have his assistant over-explain stuff into his ear. Now, Gene Silva, he just fought last night, got messed up by Diego Lopez, and he's at A tier for Dana because he is a super aggressive fighter, very emotional, very insecure, I've noticed. I mean, he tried to fight Diego after he got knocked out by Diego. That's wild, dog. And he barked at Bryce Mitchell as well that one time. Like, bro, you need to chill, dog. But he's still up at A tier because, you know, it's the personality. Like, he likes stuff like that. And then we have Patricio Pitbull, who I don't know what his last name is, but that's what his name is on the website. It's Pitbull. The heck, dog? I don't think that's his last name, man. I think he's like B tier, above Ortega, although he might make A tier depending on his next performance, right? He had a pretty good last performance. He had a crappy UFC debut. So he's like B tier for now, but if he proves himself, like especially if he knocks someone out again, or again, I don't know what his last fight was, but especially if he knocks someone out, yeah, Dana would move him up to S tier. But he is also an older guy, and Dana does not like older guys. That's also partially why Arnold Allen is up there. He's a young buck. He likes the young guys, and yeah, this guy is young as well. Steve Garcia. I think he really rates Steve Garcia because he's he's American, but you know, he's also Mexican because of his heritage. So he's probably above Lerone because he puts on way more exciting fights other than Lerone's last fight with Aaron Pico, right? That one was an amazing fight. But Steve Garcia tends to put on more exciting fights. He's kind of a prospect, but at the same time, like, he's not at S tier because he's, I don't know. I just feel like Dana, like, yeah, you know, Dana wouldn't put him up here with these three. Yeah, I think. Now, David Onama, let's put you probably, honestly, well, it's between A and B because I feel like he doesn't really know David Onama as much as someone like Steve Garcia. So probably above Pitbull, but not quite into A tier yet. Then we have, what's this guy's name? Danny Gay, a UFC veteran, very, very much a veteran. He's B tier, above, maybe even above Pitbull. He doesn't, like, I feel like Dana doesn't really like the Bellator guys that much. Of course, he would never say that out loud, and he also lies. blatantly out loud. So don't ask him because he'll lie to you. But he definitely likes Ige more than Pitbull until Pitbull proves more. You know, he's got to prove himself more, the Bellator boys. And the alien-headed guy, Giga Chikadze, he also puts him at B because Giga sometimes just cracks. Like, I don't know, man, like in the bad way, you know? I mean, when you crack hard in a good way, that's good. When you crack in a bad way, like emotionally, not emotionally, I don't know why I said that, but he's lost fights. Sometimes, you know, the jokes don't slap, but yeah, he's probably around here, above Pitbull. Yeah, and Ortega would be at the back end of the B tier simply because of everything I mentioned earlier. And this was Dana White's rankings of the fighters within the featherweight division. It has been coined. Check out the VPN, it's mine, www.coin.me, Coin's most excellent VPN. Anyway, leave some comments down below whether you agree, disagree, where you would place these fighters yourself. For now, this has been Coin, you have been you, and this has been Dana White's rankings.